to just go into a different path, something that you're more looking towards with your future career, and certainly what you do now, which is going towards sort of your nutrition background. And one of the things I certainly wanted to start by is saying about how do you stick to a healthy nutrition diet whilst at home, particularly with the layers of junk food and sort of your snack foods that are hanging around for people during this sort of period where I think a lot of people motivations, they're getting the calls to eat that sort of snack food rather than actually sticking to what they know is best, which is, your sort of 3 meals a day and trying to stick to as much routine as possible, like from what they would have done in a work scenario.
Yeah, I think that's one of the main issues of being in lockdown. Your kind of entire environment around food has changed. Your routine has changed, like I've said before. So I think it's kind of related to what I said about the change talk beforehand. You can either frame it in a way of, I've been thrust into this scenario and I am now helpless. Like, there's dairy milk, Galaxy, whatever in my snack cupboard, and I'm never going to be able to get away from that. Or you can use this time as an opportunity to kind of develop just health-seeking behaviors. It doesn't have to be dieting. It doesn't have to be, I don't know, achieving a certain look or weight goal or whatever like people want to do. It could just be simple things such as committing to eating veg 3 times a day. Yeah. Even if you're still eating your Galaxy for breakfast, whatever, like people are doing that. Once you've developed that kind of, I'm going to eat veg 3 times today, and you consistently do that, no one is going to argue that you are not now healthier for doing that. It's kind of along this line of health at every size, where new kind of movement where people think you can be completely healthy whilst being overweight or over fat, but it's not that. It's saying you can make health conscious choices without trying to manipulate your body weight and the way you look. So if say right now you are in an environment where maybe you don't live alone, your people that you live with just do not have a health conscious mind. They're ordering takeaways, pizzas, they're eating ice cream, they don't know what color broccoli is. Like, you are going to find it much harder to adhere to a diet. Like, I'm going to track my calories and achieve this weight goal. Because you're going to be surrounded by all those food cues and the behaviors of those different people, that it's just, you'd probably be far too stressed out to see progress.
Yeah.
By trying to resist those things. And so the stress is kind of biting you in the ass. You're stressed out about avoiding those things, but you're becoming so stressed out that you don't make any progress, simply because you cave in every weekend and you smash 2 takeaways in 2 days or something. So if you are in that situation, you've got a few options. Obviously, there's no one right answer. I would say just pick a few health-seeking behaviors that you know that you can commit to, no matter what happens during the day. Whether it's eating veg 3 to 5 times a day, eating fruit a couple of times a day, getting your fibre in, eating enough protein, eating 3 bolus doses of protein, like whatever it may be, and focus on that. But you could also go down the route of, if you want to truly like develop kind of long-term like nutritional habits, which I think right now is a great time to do that.
Definitely.
I recently did a post on Instagram about this. It's kind of developing a nutritional structure for your days. So the way I've done this, and the way that I propose everyone to kind of try this, is pick your meal timing structure. So right now for me, I eat at 9, I eat at 12, 3, 6, and then at 9. I don't eat outside of those meal times. And once you've got your mealtime structure, whether that's 5 times a day, eating 5 times a day, intermittent fasting, whatever it may be, whatever suits you, develop then a set kind of, say, 3 to 5 meals for each one of those timings. So you have a few breakfasts, a few lunchy meals, a few dinner meals, and so on. And once you've done that, your days become autonomous regarding food. So right now, I think everyone's days is kind of revolves around food because we're all bored.
Yeah.
There's nothing much to do. We're all sat on Netflix, and what do you do when you're on Netflix? You eat. So it's a boredom thing right now, and I think if you can kind of develop those meal timing structures, not will that only help you during lockdown, it'll also help you throughout your entire life. Because then there's so many like nuance to this of what the like benefits could be. Like your hunger will rise and fall with those times after you do it consistently, so you won't feel the need to snack in between meals. If you develop well-rounded meals, so like calorie controlled, full of fiber, full of veg meals, you probably will be in a good stance of like maintaining or even losing your body weight, obviously depending on the calorie content. So there's like the benefits kind of like are endless to this type of thing, especially since most coaches nowadays, most online coaches, only promote tracking calories. This is a way at time and in life that people could learn how not to track calories by developing these specific habits. And I was going to do that until I started dieting again. So I am currently tracking my calories. Yeah. But after I put out that post, it did get some decent feedback. It wasn't my original idea. It's not a brand new method of eating. It's very well documented that eating in this kind of way does help people lead a less stressful life regarding food. Like they're not snack focused, they're not food focused in general, and they can just develop healthier habits with their eating. So yeah, very long-winded answer, but